Natalie from Custom Crops, and today I have a special guest with me.
Hi, I'm Robin.
My pink stamper. She's here. We're going to be doing a cute little card right there. Robin has it.
Hi.
And it says hi. And we're using some of the new Custom Crops paper, the Jelly Bean Soup Collection.
And I've never seen this before. I think it's so awesome.
So cute. Craft. It's got craft kind of hues, and they're double-sided, some really fun different patterns. And they also have the corrugated alphabet, which is really cute.
I love
the letters.
this.
Yeah.
I've used this before, and I love it.
We saw these papers at CHA when we went in June, August.
I didn't go, I don't know.
It was in August. And so this was like the hot.
Really?
The Jelly Bean Soup was hot. Hot. H-O-T, as Miranda would say.
I'm hot.
Yeah. So we're going to make our card, and I'm going to also show Robin how to use the Nestabilities.
I have never used Nestabilities. I don't own any.
And since she's such a diehard Cuttlebug and Cricut user, I'm going to show her how to use these in the Cuttlebug.
And
These happen to be the Petite Oval Small, so if you're looking for those on our website.
So do these emboss also and cut?
They emboss, they cut.
Do they do it at the same time?
No. Well, sometimes, but there are a couple different formulas and a couple different steps, and there are a variety of formulas that people use. There are different plates, and some people put cardboard in them, and some people use the tan mat from the Wizard Spellbinder machine. So however you can make it work, that's great. We're going to show you one formula, and then the nice thing about that is that in this little package, there's a book that tells you all the different formulas if you want to use it in your Wizard machine.
So who puts out Spellbinders?
The Spellbinders is the company, the Nestabilities is the product.
So Spellbinders is the company.
Yeah.
And Nestabilities.
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard a lot about them.
So we're going to start building our card, and let's get to our first step. Well, we've got our card all cut out here, and we've got a 5.5 by 9, which ends up being 4.5 when you fold it in half.
Okay.
And I know that you had said you've never used this before. This is our Glue Glider Pro, and what we're going to do with that is we're going to just glue down our backing paper, which is this fun little stripe. Okay. So you can put your adhesive on your card or on your paper, however you like to do it. And all you got to do is just press and run. That's it. Yep, you're good. Okay, and then stick her down. Great job, Robin. How was using the Glue Glider Pro for the first time?
It was easy, very easy.
No problem. So we're going to set this aside, and now the next thing we're going to do is work with our Nestabilities.
Okay, I'm excited. I've never tried these before.
Okay, so if you flip those over, you will notice. Like this? You will notice there's a cutting edge right there, and that is what cuts your paper. Okay. So when you're cutting, for your Cuttlebug, you're going to use your A plate, or I'm sorry, this is the A plate, right? Oh yeah, I just didn't see the label. A plate, which is the spacer. Okay. The B plate, then you're going to put your paper down, and then for this card, you can put it over in the corner if you want to, or Robin, actually, you can make it wherever however you want to do. If you
I'll do it like you have it. I like it where you have it. It's cute.
Okay.
Okay, so right there, and now what do I do?
Yeah, and then you put your C plate over the top, which is your C.
Oh, the C plate. I've never used your C plate. I know. That's great.
And then you that's your little sandwich, and then you take everything and run it through your Cuttlebug.
I'm going to make sure. Make sure it's straight for me. Okay. So I put it through here. And now I'm just going to
crank it through.
Crank it.
And you might hear, well, you didn't that time, but you might hear some like popping because it like cuts, but that's okay. Yeah. Then once you do that and you've got your little shape
right out, that was so easy.
And you can, if you wanted to emboss this now, you flip this over.
Okay.
And then you can grab some like extra pieces of cardstock that you may have, just some spare. And you want to make sure now you have your cutting blades up, because what's going to happen is you're going to roll it through. It's going to depress your cardstock and emboss it. So why don't you try that out?
My word. Oh, your C plate. That actually comes with a Cuttlebug. I've never used it, so I set it aside and I've never even looked at it again.
With your machine. So here's the view. So just pull all that cardstock out of there.
Oh, that actually cut that one.
Yeah, it did.
So you can use these later. Give them to your kids.
And then when you pop out
You're going to make me crazy for nestability.
You can see how there's that little embossed line. Now you can use that as ink. You could even, like if you were using with a plain paper, you could leave that in there and ink, and then when you remove this, your embossed edge is the plain. I mean, there's just a lot of different things you can do with that.
So, Natalie, you just realized that we cut one that was too small?
We cut, actually, we used the smaller nestability, which is supposed to be for this paper. But we always say, like, if you make a boo-boo, just keep going because you might be able to fix it. And that's what we're going to do right now. So just put the larger size nestability over.
You'll actually have a nice little ring that you can use for something else.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then make your same.
If you don't move it like that, right?
Right. Yeah, it does scoot around a little bit. So you just have to be a little bit careful when you're making your sandwich.
Quicker than the Cuttlebug plates. So now, just pops right out.
And it pops right out.
And then you have this nice little...
like a frame.
Yes.
That you could use
in one of your videos, didn't you guys do something like this and you called it something?
I don't remember.
I don't know.
You know our videos better than we do, Robin.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Okay, so we've got that part, which is that will go on the card right there.
And that's going to work okay with the pop dot and everything. Okay, great.
But we're going to now cut out the smaller oval.
Let me see if I can do this by myself.
Okay.
So I am going to take the small nestability and put it in here.
Yep.
And then I have my A, B, C. So that's A, B, C, right?
Yeah.
Easy to remember.
Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Easy. A, B, C. Is singing allowed on these videos?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then I'm going to put this through here.
Yeah.
Look at how fast I can do. Okay, I heard it crack that time.
It did.
Okay,
that's okay.
Well, there's a lot of people that I get emails and they're so concerned with their plates, but it's normal for them to crack.
Right. Well, you want to make sure that you're cutting into your cutting plates, not your cutting mats, not your spacer. That is not for cutting.
That's why it's a spacer, right?
Right.
Okay, so we have this, and this is going to go here. So where is our...
Yeah. So we got our 2 parts.
Okay. Oh. So how am I going to remember this?
Well, in that little thing that comes in your package, on the inside, there is actually the formula.
Okay. Right here it says Cuttlebug Sandwich.
For cutting.
For cutting. Okay, for Cuttlebug by Permacraft. A plate, C plate, then you use your spellbinder, and then paper or cardstock and B plate. Okay.
Right. And then if you want to emboss, that's a separate.
Okay, and that's right here.
And then they talk about how to use it in your big kick and how.
So there's just guidelines here, and sometimes you probably have to mess with it at home to make it work for you.
It depends. If you don't have a tan mat, or maybe you do have a tan mat and you can make it work that way, and every machine varies. So your Cuttlebug is not the same as my Cuttlebug. You just kind of have to.
So are we using the Cuttlebug anymore?
We're all done with the Cuttlebug, so I'm going to fold this up. Okay, so the next step, I'm going to show you how to do, we're going to be working with this piece of paper.
Okay.
And we're going to do the ribbon, which is, you can find on our website, customcrops.com. It's a 7 Gypsies product.
So it's right here.
And then this little piece of paper, I just cut that.
I love ribbon.
And we're going to do some stitching. Now, if you don't stitch, which we're going to show you that in just a couple of steps here, you can use this Ink Essentials white pen. And what was that tip that you had, Robin?
I'll tell you the tip, but I've never heard of Ink Essentials. I'm excited to try it, but I've always just used the, what is it called? The Signo gel pen, and I have had really great luck with that. So I'm excited to try this because I've never tried anything else that I've been happy with. So this will be good for me. But I have heard, and I've never tried it, that instead of, if you want to get the faux stitched look, that you can use your sewing machine and you just take the thread out of it and you sew with just your needle. So you would just get this stitch.
So it punches the holes.
It just punches the holes, yep. And now it might be harder to do that when you're doing a circle. If you're really good, then I'm sure you could do it. Then you just take your white gel pen and you connect the dots. And it's called faux stitching. Or you could also use a paper piercer to do that.
Okay, like a little, like a tonic craft pick, which we have. Okay.
Yes, definitely.
Great tip.
Okay, great.
Okay, so this ribbon, we're going to make a little ruffle. So you're going to use your Scor-Pal double-sided adhesive.
Okay, I've never heard of this.
Okay, and some people really like that because they say it's so strong.
Okay.
And you're just going to run a piece along the back side of your ribbon.
On your tape? On
your ribbon.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, that is so cool. So do you guys sell this too? Custom Craft?
Yeah, we sell this. Custom Craft.
Okay,
so I'm going to help you a little bit here. And
okay, so is it going to go along the whole entire?
Yeah, along the entire thing.
Okay.
Because it's better to have more than not.
You just don't want it to show through on the other side.
Right.
Okay.